welcome back to another video. Today's video is to update you on these two behind me. So the unfortunate and the unmentionable has happened. Bruno and Matteo got into a fight, so I had to separate them. They were perfectly fine yesterday. They were cuddling beside each other, hiding next to each other, the usual. And then today they seem to have just been teeth chattering a lot and chasing a lot. Mostly Matteo, I think, was challenging Bruno for the hierarchy, for the top-notch position. And I think Matteo won, but blood was drawn, so I had to separate them. So I spent 2 hours total between cleaning Bruno's wound and then redoing the cages. As you can see, they are separated. I have that gap in between them just to make sure that the stress level kind of is minimal. And I must have jinxed myself because just the other day I was mentioning how strong their bond was and how I was so amazed and happy that their bond was as strong as it is, and then bam, today happens, and I don't know what it was. It's not like they're near the girls or anything like that, but it started off with Matteo chasing Bruno with teeth chattering. And then every time Bruno would get away into a corner, Matteo would chase him and follow him, almost like a bully would. And it wasn't until I pulled Bruno out of the cage to do his boar pocket cleaning that I noticed on my counter that there was pink on the towel. And I was trying to figure out what the heck that was from, and I couldn't understand. So, I picked him up and I'm looking at him. Excuse me. And then that's when I discovered his wound. I will try and pick him up so I can show you, but if not, I'll include a picture. Okay, so we have Bruno here. And so, as you can see, he has a wound on his lip and just by his nose. I'm trying to support your hind legs, buddy. But the good thing is he's still eating. I have cleaned off the wound area. I feel so bad for the boy. Matteo is uninjured, so he was the instigator. I'm gonna go put him back so he can finish eating his hay. So, as I was saying, Matteo has no injuries at all. I checked him over. So, I'm not sure when exactly it happened, but it must have been like sometime early afternoon. Because I was sitting down here and in that corner, I had the way the cage layout was, I had 2 tunnels at both ends, and then I had the corner fleece forest, one at each end. The hay rack was in the middle. The 2 water bottles were in the middle, and the food bowls were like one here, one here. So they're both biting at the bars right now because they want to get to each other, but I can't. Not with that incident that happened. But what I recall seeing is that every time I'd hear the putter, putter, putter between them, I'd turn around and look at them, and at one point, it looked like Matteo might have launched at Bruno, but I'm not 100% certain because I didn't, fully see it directly. And my gut instinct told me I should have maybe put the separation grid in before someone gets hurt. And then I second guessed myself and I listened to other people's advice a lot of people say, oh, don't separate unless blood is drawn, don't separate until blood is drawn, etc., etc. And I'm here to tell you, I don't advise waiting. If you have male guinea pigs and you notice that they are chasing each other, it's prolonged, they might look like they're going to launch at each other and attack, or they're consistently teeth chattering for more than 30 seconds at a time, then don't wait for someone to get hurt. Don't wait for blood to get drawn. It's preventable. I'm lucky I discovered his injury when I did, and that it wasn't very severe. But male guinea pigs, when they fight, they can fight to the death. And that is a very scary sight to see. And I would hope that it never happens to anyone's guinea pigs. So my advice to all of you, whether you're existing guinea pig parent owners or new guinea pig owners or whatever the situation may be, my advice is that when you adopt your guinea pigs, to ensure you have a secondary cage as backup, so that if you have to split them up for any reason, you'll be able to do so. So while I am disappointed and I feel sad for them that their bond did not remain, tight, I'm glad that I have the spare cage like that, so that I can keep them like this. Once the stress level kind of settles down a bit more, and once his wound heals, I will slowly inch the cages just closer together a little bit. But I'm going to observe their behavior a lot more closely before I would do that. But I just want to make sure that each of the guinea pigs remain safe. Sorry for the multiple interruptions. I was hearing some scraping out back, and I didn't know what it was. So I took a peek at my neighbor doing work in his backyard. I'm not sure what he's doing at this hour, but it's okay. So yeah, my advice to anybody who plans on getting guinea pigs in general, whether female or male, but more so male, is to make sure you have enough supplies that if they happen to get into a fight, that you can separate them. And it's unfortunate their bond broke, but no, I am not rehoming anybody just because it didn't work out. They still have each other just through the bars. That's okay. They will still thrive perfectly fine. Alright, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.